the concept of the show is based on a study conducted in 1973 called On Being Sane in Insane Places. And it was one of my favourite all-time psychology studies that we get in Psych 101, and it's one of the first things that you learn about. And the basic idea of the study was that 8 people admitted themselves to psychiatric wards of hospitals, and they all said that they were hearing a voice that said the words empty, hollow and thud, and they all said the same thing. They all went to different wards. They were all admitted just on the basis of that. From the time they were admitted, they stopped hearing the voices, or the voice, but they were never released from the hospitals as being normal. They were all released. So they all received various diagnoses, mostly schizophrenia or manic depression, I think bipolar was called back then. And they were released eventually as being schizophrenic in remission, or I think one of them actually people had to go to get the person out. And there were some interesting observations during the study. So people who were on the ward, so other patients, could tell that they were different and weren't supposed to be there, but the staff couldn't detect that they were different. And the staff recorded things like they were keeping notes during the study about conditions on the ward, and the staff would say things to them like, "Oh, you don't have to write that down. We'll be here whenever you have questions." And they recorded in their notes, in their patient files, that this was obsessive note-taking behaviour. So there are lots of methodological problems with the study, and it was heavily criticised at the time. But the kind of the main message that when you get a label for behaving in a particular way, people tend to look at the label and dismiss all other behaviour, and they tend to interpret all of your behaviour in terms of the label.